Namaste everyone. I hope you're all well. Welcome to our first online yoga class. For this class you'll need a mat and a strap or something like it, a belt or a towel will suffice, or a scarf. And if your hips are quite tight, you might like to have some cushions for our hip openers. This is going to be a very gentle practice today. We're going to do some gentle flow, moving and warming up the body, finding some mobility, and then wind down into some restorative poses and deep relaxation. We'll finish with some mantra meditation. We'll begin standing, so come to the front of your mat. As you come to the front of your mat, align your feet hip-width distance apart. Lift your toes and spread them wide. Really stretching into your baby toe as you ground it. Fourth toe, third toe, second toe, big toe. And taking the weight forwards, lift your heels. See if you can begin to lift your heels off the ground. And then as you bring your heels down, keep your inner arches lifted. Bend your knees, feel your feet really sinking, feeling as though you're making firm footprints into the ground. Roll your shoulders back and down and let your arms relax. And then begin to swivel from the waist as we allow our arms to sway from side to side. You can lift one heel at a time if you like. Maybe keeping your gaze low. Or if you wish, you can take your gaze overhead and really allow your whole torso to twist, releasing any tension or tightness in your shoulders. And as you move, see if you can take a few releasing breaths. Breathing in through your nose and sighing a breath out through your mouth. A couple more times as we wind down. Winding back to center. So, taking your hands out in front now, flicking out your fingers and thumbs. And then circling your wrists in one direction and then the other. From the elbows now, nice loose movements. You're going to touch every part of the body today, getting the body moving. Releasing any tension or tightness you may have been holding. Resting your fingertips on your shoulders now. Inhale, take your elbows back. Exhale, bring them down and round. Inhaling, up and back. Twice more this direction. Then next time your elbows come to touch, pause and take them the other direction. Doesn't matter if they don't quite touch. Just finding that full rotation for you, allowing your shoulders to start to relax and release as you get some mobility back through the shoulders and upper back. This time as you take your elbows back and down, pause, drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. Take a full inhalation. As you exhale, let your head hang heavy and gently pull with your right fingers, pull that right shoulder down. Inhaling, come back up to center, take it to the other side. Allowing your right ear to drop towards your right shoulder. Again, inhale. Exhale, let your head hang heavy. Gently pulling with your left fingers now. Inhaling back up to center. Go, releasing your hands now. Inhale, taking your gaze high. Exhale, dropping your chin. Begin to roll your shoulders down, coming all the way down. Knees nice and bent. Inhale to rise, allowing each vertebra to stack. Unfurling the spine, rolling your shoulders back and down. Exhaling, sending it all down. Inhaling to rise. Just again allowing your arms to hang nice and loose. Twice more spinal curls, allowing the whole body to move. Inhaling as you rise. And last time, exhaling as you come down. This time, as you inhale, rise and begin to sweep your hands overhead. Interlacing your fingers, press your palms away and begin to reach your hands to the left side. Good. You can loosely hold your right wrist if you like. And maybe take your gaze out under your right arm. 2 more breaths here, feeling a good stretch through the right side of your body. Inhale up to center. Exhale to the other side. Good. Again, maybe taking your gaze out under your left arm this time. Inhaling up to center. Good. Exhale, release. Bring your hands to prayer at the heart center. Pausing here for a moment, just feeling the energy that you've already created starting to move through the body. If you like here, you can create an intention for your practice today, an affirmation for yourself. A short I am statement is most effective, most powerful. Maybe as simple as I am grateful, or I am calm, I am steady. Repeating your affirmation to yourself. With your next exhalation, release your hands. Breathing out, inhale, sweep them high. Looking up to your fingertips. Then exhale, bend your knees, come all the way down. And then take hold of opposite elbows. Your knees can be nice and bent. Allow your torso to just dangle. Maybe swaying side to side. So if you allow your knees to be nice and bent, your whole spine can release. Maybe shaking your head, allowing your head to hang nice and loose. One more breath here. And then releasing your fingers. Inhale, begin to look forwards, lengthen your spine. Exhale, bow, belly comes towards your thighs. Twice more like this. Inhale to lengthen, long spine, shoulders back, heart forwards. Exhale, bow, bend your knees. Last time. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold. Good. This time, bend your knees and bring your hands to the ground. And then bring your knees down, finding all fours. So knees aligned under your hips, hands under your shoulders, and spread your fingers wide. Good. As you exhale now, tuck your tailbone down and tuck your chin towards your chest. Inhale, lift your tailbone high. Pull your hands back in your heart forwards. Cat-cow, Bidhalasana. Exhaling to round your spine. Inhaling, arching the back, taking your heart forwards. Good. A few more times with your own breath. And if you would like to work with an extension here, you can start to bring one leg in at a time. Raising your toes, if you like. Just an option. Otherwise, just staying with that simple movement, Bidhalasana, getting some flexibility, mobility through the spine. If you are raising the leg, changing sides now, a few times this side. Good. Twice more, whichever variation you're practicing. Good, and then coming back to all fours. And setting yourself up, so finding that alignment again, hands under shoulders, knees under hips, finding symmetry through the body as you bring your left hand to your left ear. Inhale, raising the elbow. Exhale, bringing the elbow down towards the inside of the right hand. Inhale, opening up. Exhale, coming down. Again, starting to open the chest. Get a little movement through the upper back. Really helping to release tension in the shoulders. Okay, this time as we come up, release your hands and sweep your hand high. Then exhale, feed that hand under your right arm. Come down onto your left shoulder and pause. So see if you can rest your head comfortably on the ground. Use a pillow if that's too far for you to go. And then walk your right fingers up the mat. Keep the underarm lifted. Option here to straighten your right leg as well if you like. And then stretch through the whole right side of the body. Those of you who'd like a challenge and want to play, then feel free to raise that leg if you wish. You can always bend the knee, catch hold of the foot as well. Take it into a little playful back bend. That's just an option. Feel free to stay here if you like. Couple more breaths. There's an option to reach around the back with the right hand as well. So again, opening up your chest. Full belly breaths here. Wherever you are, bringing that right hand back now, grounding it as you press the right hand down. Inhale, come up slowly and sweep the left hand high. Exhale, release. Good. Let's take it to the other side. Right hand comes to the right ear. Inhale, open up. Exhale, come down. Inhale, extend. Exhale, come down. Twice more this side. Good. Last time. This time as we take the elbow up, releasing the hand, extending. And then exhale, feeding the hand under the left arm, pausing, coming down. Making yourself comfortable again, resting your head on a pillow if you need to, as you walk your left fingers up the mat. And the back of my right hand is very grounded here. Pushing my fingers down into the ground to get a good stretch across my upper back. And if you like, you can straighten your left leg, just if you're feeling steady. Raising it if you want to. Take that back bend if you wish. You can even sweep the left hand high if you like. Taking that hand round if you want. 2 more breaths here. Slowly making your way back. When you're ready, ground your left hand. Inhale to rise. Reaching the right hand high. Exhale, coming back to all fours, back to center. Good. Taking your gaze out over your right shoulder now. Begin to squeeze your hip and your shoulder towards each other. Take a full inhalation, breathing into the stretch through the left side of your body. Exhale back to center. Take it to the other side. Squeeze your left hip, left shoulder towards each other. Breathing full and deep into the right side of the body, right side of the rib cage. Exhaling back to center. Awesome. Fold your mat now so that you've got a double layer of mat under your knees as you come up. Go bringing your hands to your hips, extend your right leg and see if you can keep your hips level. Again, roll your shoulders back and down, keep your spine nice and long, chest lifted as you, when you're feeling steady, reach your hands high. Exhaling, softening and relaxing your shoulders. Good. Stay here, or if you like, you can reach your right hand over, maybe reaching your left arm alongside your ear, or if you like, rest your hands on your hip. Let's take 2 more breaths there. Good. Inhale up to center. Exhale, release. Bringing that knee back now and take it to the other side. So again, a little challenge for the balance, a lovely stretch through the leg, the inner thigh, finding your balance, again, rolling your shoulders back and down. When you're ready, inhale, reaching out of your hips. Exhale, relaxing your shoulders. And then beginning to reach over to the left side. Reaching your arm alongside your ear. If that's too much, rest your hands on your hip. One more breath here. Use an inhalation to come up. And then bring that left knee back. Awesome. Let's untuck the mats. Now we're going to tuck the toes under and stretch back to one downward facing dog. So you can keep your knees nice and bent if your hamstrings are tight. We're just going to very slowly begin to walk our hands back towards our feet. And come to that dangle again. Uttanasana, standing forward fold. Holding on to opposite elbows. Knees can be nice and bent. Shaking the head, just allowing the whole torso to dangle. Releasing your hands, bend your knees deeper and then very slowly unfurl. Gently rolling up to standing. Okay, I'm just going to do a couple of standing poses here now. So stepping forwards with the left foot, keeping the left foot on the left side of the mat, grounding the back foot. And then when you're ready, lunging into that front leg. Stay here if this is enough. Hopefully you're getting a good stretch in your calf muscle and your back leg. If you're feeling steady, you might like to take your hands high. Finding Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. Finding the strength in your warrior pose today. Releasing your back hand to your back leg. If you're feeling steady, maybe taking your gaze up to your top thumb. One more breath. Sweeping your right hand high as you inhale. Exhale, release your hands. We're going to bring the back leg forwards. And then take the opposite leg back, left leg back. Again, lunging into that front knee. Feeling a good stretch through the back leg, especially the calf muscle. Staying here if this is enough for you. If you like, inhale, reaching your hands high. Exhale, relaxing your shoulders. Softening into the pose. Perhaps taking the left hand back. Perhaps taking your gaze up to your top hand if that feels okay. When you're ready, inhale, both hands high. Exhale, release. Good, stepping to the front of your mat again. So this is where you'll need the strap. So we're going to come to lay on our back. So if you don't have a strap, using a scarf or a belt would do. As you come to lay on your back, you're going to place the middle of the scarf or the strap across the ball of the left leg. And pushing your foot towards the ceiling. See if you can dorsiflex the foot, so we're not pointing the toes, we're pulling the toes back and down. Sliding your hands down, see if you can relax your shoulders and keep your chin nice and tucked. You can have the strap a lot lower. If your hamstrings are tight, then have your foot as close to the ground as you need to so that you can get your legs straight. If you are feeling comfortable here and you'd like to extend the other leg, feel free to do so if you have the room to do so. Taking one more breath here. With your next exhalation, bend your knee, keep your heel lifted and start to take your knee towards your underarm. Inhaling, push your foot towards the sky. Exhale, knee comes down towards the underarm. Inhale the foot high, twice more this side. Good, last time. Now as you extend, take your straps into your left hand, bring your right hand down to your right hip. Pause here and then start to open up your hip to the side, taking the left foot out just as far as you might like. It might just be a little way, it might be further. And just when your right hip starts to lift, that's far enough. So just stay there, keep that right hip anchored. Keep your shoulder blades working towards each other, chest nice and open. One more breath here. With your next inhalation, bring that foot up. Take your straps into the opposite hand and let's take the leg across the body now as we come into a little twist. So feeling a good stretch down the back of the leg and the back of the hip. If you like, you can reach your left hand away and take your gaze out over your left shoulder and breathe. Full belly breaths here. One more breath. Use an inhalation to come back up to center. And we'll take it to the other side, so bringing the other foot up. Releasing the left leg. And extending now into the right. Again, dorsiflexing the foot, pulling the toes down. Option to keep the left knee bent, or you can straighten that leg. Entirely up to you. Taking a few breaths here. When you're ready, exhale, draw your knee towards your underarm. Inhale, straighten the leg. 3 more times this side. Last time. As you extend now, take your straps into your right hand. Anchor your left hip with your left hand and begin to take your foot out to the side and breathe. One hip is usually tighter than the other, so just listen to your body. Full belly breaths here. When you're ready, coming up with an inhalation, straps come into the opposite hand, and we start to cross that leg over the body, reaching your right hand away, palm face up, maybe taking your gaze out over the right shoulder if you like, and breathe. 3 more full belly breaths here. When you're ready, use an inhalation to bring you back up to center. And this time, releasing the strap. Taking the soles of your feet together now, let your knees fall wide. This is where you might like to place cushions under your legs to support your legs as we move into Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined cobbler's pose. Option to take your hands overhead, hands resting palms face up, just allowing your chest to be nice and open. As you breathe into this pose, allow your knees to be light. Allow your hips to be heavy. Going to count 10 mindful breaths here. Starting at 10 and counting down. the end of your next exhalation, bring your hands to support your legs as you bring your knees together. Take your feet as wide as your mat and just let your knees rest together, allowing your hips and lower back to settle. From here we will move into bridge pose. So taking your feet hip width distance apart again. Knees are bent, soles of the feet grounded. Wriggle your shoulder blades towards each other. See if you can ground your lower back. Exhale here, palms facing down. As you inhale, begin to peel your back off the ground, lifting your hips and your hands in unison. As you exhale, slowly lower hands and hips together. Good. With your own breath, moving at your own pace. Inhaling to rise. And exhaling to lower. Five more. Twice more. This time, if you like, as you come up, pause at the top of your inhalation. If you like, come to hold. So if you have a block, you might like to rest your hips on a block or a bolster or even your cushion. Otherwise, you can make a base for your bridge like so, or even rest your hips on your hands. And breathe. Taking a couple more breaths here. Releasing whenever you're ready. Release your hands first. And then see if you can slowly let your back descend. Again, bringing the soles of your feet together. Allowing your knees to fall wide. Taking your hands overhead. Taking a few breaths here. When you're ready, bringing your hands to your legs once more, supporting your legs as you bring your feet back to the ground. And then begin to bring your right ankle to the top of your left knee. Stay here if you like. If you wish, you can raise the left foot. Just allow your legs to relax here. You can rest your foot on a pillow if you like, or a bolster. Option again to take your hands overhead. Stay here and just relax and breathe if you wish. It's a version of pigeon pose. If you like, you can hold the back of your thigh and straighten that leg if you wish. Entirely up to you. Inhaling as you straighten, exhaling to release. Or just staying in this pose. Wherever you are, we'll take a few more breaths here. With your next exhalation, bring your foot back to the ground and then allow your legs to fall over to the right side. So falling in the direction of your knees, coming into a belly twist. If this doesn't feel right, you can uncross your legs and just bring your knees together. Maybe reaching your left hand away and taking your gaze out over your left shoulder, and breathe. Full belly breaths, taking 2 more breaths here. When you're ready, we'll come back to center and take it to the other side. So left ankle comes on top of the right knee. Staying here if you like, if this is enough of a stretch. If you wish, you can raise the right foot off the ground and breathe. You should feel some stretch through the back of the hip, depending how tight you are in this area. Again, if you don't want to rest here in stillness, there's an option to hold the back of your thigh. Inhaling to straighten the leg. Exhale, bring the knee down. If you want to just move slowly with your breath, there's another option for you. Two more full belly breaths here. And with your next exhalation, bring your right foot down and allow your knees to fall over to the left side. Maybe reaching your right hand away and taking your gaze out over your right shoulder. Again, there's always an option to bring your knees together instead, if this variation doesn't suit you. Full belly breaths in this twist. And at the end of your next exhalation, uncrossing your legs if they're not already so, coming back to center. This time hugging your knees towards your belly. Maybe lifting your face and curling yourself up in a ball. And cupping one knee in each hand, begin to circle your knees slowly in one direction. And allow your knees to make bigger circles just as your body allows. Just moving in a way that feels right for your body today. Twice more in this direction. And next time your knees come to touch, we're going to change the direction of the circles. Circling your knees in the opposite direction, rotating your hips. Rotating the hip joints. Twice more this direction. Coming back to center. Extending both legs long now. Coming to lay on your back. Now going to rest our hands on the belly to begin with. You can bring your fingertips to touch if you like. And see if you can allow your belly to really fill like a balloon with your breath. Expanding your belly. Taking deep belly breaths so your fingertips may part at the top of your inhalation. Taking a few more breaths just like this. Keeping those full belly breaths rolling. When you're ready, release your hands. Allowing your hands to rest on the ground beside you, palms face up. Checking your chin is slightly tucked. Back of your neck is nice and long. Shoulders down, chest open. Rolling your feet from side to side, allow your legs to relax here. Let your legs become heavy on the ground. There's an option to rest your head on a cushion or cover your body with a blanket now if you wish. As we take some time now to very consciously relax and release each part of your body in turn. As you lay on your mat, allow your body to come to complete stillness now. Just the rise and fall of your breath moving in your body. Allow your head to be heavy on the ground. Feel the ground support the weight of your whole body. And with your next exhalation, allow the muscles in your face to soften and relax. Become aware of your jaw and allow your jaw to relax and release. Take a small swallow. Relax your throat, relax your tongue in your mouth. Move your attention down to your shoulders. Spend a few breaths here. Each exhalation, allowing your shoulders to soften, relax, and release. From your shoulders, let your arms and hands be heavy now. Bring your awareness down to your hips now. Allow your hips to be heavy on the ground. Once more, become aware of your belly. With your next exhalation, allow your belly to soften, relaxing and releasing any tension you may have been holding here. From your belly, allow your awareness to move down to your back body. Become aware of your whole back. And with each out breath, allow your whole back to relax and release. As your hips soften and relax now, allow both legs to be heavy on the ground. Allow your thighs to relax and release. Soften your knees, soften the backs of your knees. Allow your shins to soften, relax and release. Allow your calf muscles to soften, relax and release. Allow your ankles, your heels, the tops of your feet and the soles of your feet, all 10 toes, from the crown of your head down to the tips of your toes, to soften, relax and release with each exhalation. As you continue with this practice, allowing any tension or tightness in your physical body to melt away with every exhalation. Become aware of your passing thoughts and feelings. Become aware of your temporary passing thoughts and feelings. And just as we can sit on the bank of a river and watch the river flow by, see if you can watch this flow of consciousness without attachments, becoming an observer, a witness to your mind, knowing you are not this mind, you are not these passing thoughts and feelings, not this physical body, but the eternal spirit soul that resides within. Where is your attention? Become lost in your thoughts. Gently anchor your awareness back again. Aware of the rise and fall of your breath. Allowing yourself to sit back and be a witness to your passing thoughts and feelings without attachments. Becoming aware of your whole physical body. Becoming aware of your whole physical body once more. Aware of the places where your body is in contact with the ground. Beginning to bring your awareness back to your mats. We'll practice a few rounds of Gauranga breathing together before we make our way up to sitting. This simple mantra breathing is easy to practice. The mantra is Gauranga, and you can break this into 4 parts. Gauranga. And you simply say Gauranga in your mind as you inhale, and say it out loud as you exhale. You can start with me, and then because we all breathe at different rates, we'll get out of sync, and that's fine. When you're ready, let's exhale to synchronize our breath. Inhaling together. Once more with your own breath. Just allowing that sound to resonate. Feel free to stay laying down as long as you like as we move into Kirtan now. If you like, you can gently begin to move and stretch. Whenever you're ready, bending your knees and just rolling onto one side. Pausing here before we slowly make our way up to sitting. And come to a comfortable seat. This may be cross-legged. You can sit on a cushion, keep a blanket around you. So this Kirtan meditation is a call and response. So I'll play and sing the mantra to you, and then you'll sing it back to me. And you don't have to have any particular singing voice to practice mantra meditation. It can be practiced by everyone. And my partner JJ's here, so he's going to join you with the response. Thank you. going to sing the mantra Goranga twice, and then you can repeat it after me. one to resonate now. Bring your hands to prayer at heart center. If you made an affirmation at the beginning of your practice, you might like to repeat this now. Bringing your awareness to your heart, allowing your heart to fill with gratitude for all of our blessings, all of the opportunities we have. Allowing your heart to fill with love and compassion, and allowing that love and compassion to extend to others, to extend to all living beings. Feeling that love and compassion radiate from your hearts. I send my love to all of you, and thank you all for joining me with this practice. The greatest of love and respect to all of you. Namaste.